Disney waited 9 years to give us Zootopia 2. 9 years, and you know what? They didn't waste a single one of them. This sequel doesn't just rehash what worked in the original, it actually builds on it, expands the world, and somehow manages to be funnier while tackling bigger ideas. If you were worried this was going to be a lazy cash grab, relax. This thing delivers. Alright, welcome back. Today we're talking about Zootopia 2, the long-awaited sequel to Disney's 2016 Oscar-winning animated hit. I just watched this, and I'm genuinely impressed. Not because it's perfect, but because it does something rare for animated sequels. It respects your intelligence. Let's get into it. Quick reset for anyone who needs it. The original Zootopia was about Judy Hopps, an ambitious bunny cop, and Nick Wilde, a con artist fox, solving a conspiracy in a city where predators and prey live together. It was sharp, funny, and had genuine things to say about prejudice and bias. This sequel picks up with them as official police partners, but things aren't smooth. They're bickering, they're screwing up cases, and Chief Bogo sends them to a partners therapy workshop run by a quokka therapist named Dr. Fuzzby. Already you can tell this movie has a sense of humour about itself. The plot kicks off when a mysterious snake crashes a fancy gala and steals a historical artefact from the Linksley family, the wealthy Lynxes, who basically founded Zootopia's climate wall system. That system is what lets polar bears and desert animals live in the same city without melting or freezing. It's clever world building that the first film established but didn't fully explore. Here it becomes central to the mystery, and the snake, that's Gary the Snake, voiced by Quan, and he's not the villain he initially appears to be. He's trying to restore the reputation of reptiles who've been systematically excluded from Zootopia's Utopia. See where this is going. What makes this sequel work is that it doesn't just give us more of the same. Yes, we get the buddy cop dynamic, the witty banter, the gorgeous animation, but this time, the relationship between Judy and Nick has real tension. She's eager, idealistic, desperate to prove herself. He's cynical, reluctant, happy to coast. They're partners, but they don't actually trust each other's instincts yet. That's a more interesting dynamic than the first film's opposites learn to get along set up. Here they already get along. The question is whether they respect each other enough to let the other lead. Jennifer Goodwin and Jason Bateman are still perfect as these characters. Goodwin plays Judy with this wound-up energy, like she's constantly one step away from solving the case if everyone would just listen to her. Bateman does his trademark dry sarcasm, but there's warmth underneath. You believe these two care about each other, even when they're driving each other crazy. And the movie teases a romance without forcing it, which is smart. Let it simmer. We don't need them kissing in the second movie. We just need to believe they're heading there eventually. The new characters are fantastic. Quan's Gary the Snake is genuinely endearing. He's a pit viper with a slight lisp and these ridiculous lasso skills, and Quan plays him with this goofy sincerity that makes you root for him immediately. He's not a villain, he's a guy trying to fix a historical injustice, and the movie takes that seriously. Then there's Fortune Feimster as Nibbles Maplestick, a conspiracy theorist podcaster beaver who's obsessed with eating wood and uncovering cover-ups. She's hilarious, every line she delivers lands. And Patrick Warburton as the new mayor, a vain stallion with flowing chest fur, who used to be an actor, chef's kiss. The casting in this thing is stacked. Let's talk about the world building, because this is where the movie really shines. The first film showed us Zootopia's main districts, the savannah, the rainforest, Tundra Town, Sahara Square. This one takes us to Marsh Market, a sprawling wetland area full of amphibious creatures, and it's one of the most visually complex sequences Disney animation has ever done. The detail is insane. There are jokes packed into every corner of the frame. You'll need multiple viewings just to catch half of them. There's a Ratatouille reference, a hedge maze chase straight out of The Shining. Streaming services called YouTube and Hulu Zoo, with shows like Only Herders in the Building. The puns are relentless and they're actually funny, not groan-inducing. But here's what elevates this beyond just being a gorgeous, funny animated movie. It has something to say. The original Zootopia was about prejudice and bias, how easy it is to otherize groups based on fear. This one is about historical erasure. Who gets to be part of the story? Who gets written out? Gary isn't just fighting for replicants reptiles to be allowed in Zootopia. He's fighting for them to be acknowledged as part of its founding. The Linksley family, these wealthy elites, have controlled the narrative for generations. Sound familiar? The movie doesn't beat you over the head with this, but it's there. It's asking kids and adults to think about who writes history and why certain groups get excluded. And it does this while also being a buddy cop comedy. That's the trick. The movie never forgets it's supposed to be fun. There's a sequence involving a walrus boat that had my theatre laughing. There's a Burning Man style festival. There's a chase through a miles-long water tube where characters are flying through at breakneck speed. The action is genuinely thrilling and the comedy never stops. Directors Jared Bush and Byron Howard know exactly what tone they're going for. Smart, fast-paced, emotionally grounded, but never too heavy. The voice cast is absurdly stacked. Andy Samberg, David Strathairn, Macaulay Culkin, Jen Reno, Jenny Slate, Dwayne Johnson, John Leguizamo, June Squibb, Josh Gad, Tommy Chong, and dozens more. Some of them are on screen for seconds. You won't even recognise half the voices. But the casting is clearly part of the fun. Amanda Gorman voices a giraffe reporter. Bob Iger, Disney's CEO, voices a weatherman named Bob Tiger. Michael J. Fox plays a Fox prison inmate for maybe 10 seconds. It's the mad world of animated films, and everyone seems to be having a blast. Shakira returns as Gazelle, the pop star from the first film, and delivers a new song called Zoo that's clearly designed to be a radio hit. Ed Sheeran helped write it, and yes, he voices a character too. The song is fine, catchy enough, but honestly, the movie doesn't need it. The emotional beats land without musical numbers. The final act, where Judy and Nick have to reconcile their differences and figure out how to work together, is genuinely moving. You care about these characters. You want them to succeed, not just as cops, but as friends. Now, is it perfect? No. The plot gets convoluted at times. There are a lot of moving pieces, a lot of characters, and occasionally it feels overstuffed. The mystery itself isn't as tight as the first film's conspiracy, and while the new characters are great, some of the returning ones feel underused. Idris Elba's Chief Bogo doesn't get much to do. The sloth from the DMV Flash shows up for one quick gag as a speeding driver and then disappears. Coleman Domingo. Wait, wrong movie, but you get the idea. When you have this many characters, someone's getting shortchanged. But here's the thing, none of that really matters, because what Zootopia 2 gets right is the stuff that counts. The relationship between Judy and Nick feels real. The world feels alive and lived in. The humour is sharp. The animation is stunning. And the themes about truth, historical justice, standing up to power feel relevant without being preachy. This is a movie that treats kids like they can handle complex ideas, and that's increasingly rare. So should you watch it? If you like the first one, absolutely. This is a worthy sequel that builds on what worked and takes risks with the stuff that didn't. If you're into animated films that are actually about something beyond just entertaining kids for 90 minutes, you'll find a lot to appreciate here. And if you just want a fun, beautifully made buddy cop comedy with talking animals, this delivers that too. It's firing on all cylinders. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.